Okay.
Cool.
We got everyone started for class?
I can't hear them.
Oh, yeah, we got everyone. Alright,
What is-
I'll just
what-
go ahead and start then. Anybody missing anyone? Any SLs have someone unaccounted for? No. Okay.
We're missing our newly promoted specialist, Kim.
Yeah, but the newly promoted specialist Kim is not here today, is he?
No, he's
Or
not.
yesterday or the week before that.
And is probably not going to be here for much
Next
longer.
week.
Anyway, so I'll go ahead and just kind of give you guys a sit rep. First of all, my deepest apologies. I did make a mission. It was a very nice mission. I did test the mission yesterday, and it worked. And then for some reason today, it's not working. The server is just not playing nice. I don't know what the problem is. I did my best to get it fixed, but it just decided not to cooperate. So we had a contingency plan. Starting First Class Keys has made us a little Zeus mission. Obviously, it's not ideal. So again, I do apologize, but you know we'll roll with the punches as they come, and hopefully not next week because it's a mission next week, but the week after we can try to roll out this mission and have a good time. As it stands today, we were supposed to go over sort of nighttime operations, or rather practice our skills in a nighttime and limited visibility environment, which is why you guys spent your squad drills familiarizing yourselves with requisite equipment. But obviously, because First Platoon beat us to the server, and they don't want it to be nighttime, we can't do that, which is okay. So instead, consider today kind of an open-ended practice. Right? There's no specific skill that I'm going to be appraising today that I'm like, I want us to get better from X and Y. There's no actionable training objective today. But rather, I want you guys just to focus on being as good as you can be. So squad leaders have received some, specific guidance for things that they should work on at element levels. Fire team leaders, I'm sure you know where your fire team's strengths and weaknesses lie, and hopefully you've been communicating those to people. So let's try and work together with our buddies and with our fire teams to try and maybe reduce or even remove entirely some of those issues. And even on an individual level, my general sort of rule of thumb for individual activity, and somebody let me know if this helicopter becomes too loud, my general rule of thumb is just like pretend you're in a movie, right? Because we get lazy in ARMA. We like sort of, it's okay, the AI is not going to hit me. It's okay if I stand up and use my binoculars to see where he's shooting me from. Whatever, like who needs cover, like I can run away. It doesn't matter, it's fine. Because, let's face it, the AI is not exactly the most skilled of opponents. But sometimes the AI gets ramped up a notch, sometimes we're not fighting AI, and then those bad habits kick us in the ass. So, train as you fight. I'd like us to try working on really acting as if we are in a firefight today. Stay in cover. Keep your head down. Don't be stupid. Those are the 3 rules. Let's follow. Again, there was a thing. We're going to be kind of working on adaptability, and that's me saying that we made the mission so quickly I didn't have a plan. So we're going to go to the LZ and conduct a meeting with squad and platoon leadership and kind of figure out how we want to approach it from there. So important things to remember will be maintaining security, and more so than that's something we have trouble with recently is maintaining.
We can't hear you over it.
We can't hear. We need a middle finger.
I'm not speaking. Hold on.
Yeah, we need a middle finger gesture.
There we go. Anyway,
Go!
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, cool.
Great. So again, like I said, we're going to be kind of working on adaptability, right? Because usually in combat, you don't have the luxury of being able to formulate an op order, right? And being able to say, oh, yes, this is one of the enemies. Like a lot of the time, you just have to adapt. So squad leaders and platoon staff will be working on kind of coming up with a plan on the spot today, and I've already spoken with them about that. What you guys can do as individuals, first of all, maintain that security. It's absolutely critical. You are never safe. Once you leave the wire, you are not safe. An enemy is constantly attacking you. Even if there is not an enemy unit on the map, Zeus is probably about to spawn one down right inside your lines. Do not ever let your guard down, because I see this a lot with people. They're like, oh, we finished the big attack. We're done. No, it's not done. You're dead. You're going to die. Don't do it.
User in your channel timed out.
Just generally, I think professionalism in the field, something we all need to work on. Up to me as well. I have my issues with it. I know it's really easy to just kind of say, well, nothing's happening. Like, let me talk to my buddy about the fucking Chargers game or whatever. No, stop it. Like, if you're in the field, if you've left the wire, if you've crossed the LOD, you should be talking mission critical. If you're on a walk, is it okay to turn to your buddy and say, like, hey, are you going to the 4th of July fireworks? Yeah, fine. But you should know when you're in a combat situation and you need to shut the fuck up and pay attention. Pulling security is one of those times. So again, kind of open-ended today. We're just going to try to have as much fun as we can, make the best of it. Again, thanks to Sergeant First Class Keys for making this mission on kind of a quick note. He's not going to be with us for all of it. I think he's going to have to leave in about an hour and a half, but we appreciate his help nonetheless. So anybody have any questions?
Hey, boss, tell people what happens if you leave the wire and keep your guard down.
You die. I kill you. I shoot you myself.
Well, I kill you, but yeah.
Do we have a objective, mission statement, anything like that as of now?
Oh, yes. I assumed your squad leaders had told you that.
Negative.
Well, we've got some time before Brawlers comes around with their Chinook, so I'll go ahead and just go over it for the sake of all you guys.
Channel timed out.
The platoon will be moving out, again, via Chinook to LZ Alice, which is kind of at the crossroads, the upper left-hand corner of grid 1409 or 81, Hill 3471, just kind of for reference. So we'll be dropping off there in that vicinity. From there, we'll move northwest, try to get eyes on the town of Kirat, otherwise known as Objective Jabberwocky, and we'll perform a quick, leaders recon. We'll have you guys pull some linear security, most likely facing down to the northwest, and us leadership will go down and see what we can see. From there, we'll determine a plan of assault. We will execute that plan of assault, and we will take the town of Kirat, whereupon we will then go ahead and move down the road to the southwest. Sergeant First Class Keys, you think there's going to be any enemy vehicles we can requisition, or are we going to walk it?
Possibly some civilian ones we can grab there. If not, we probably have brawlers slinging some MRAPs.
We'll see what we can do. It's not that far of a walk, so either way. And then we'll basically move along to the beverage factory.
Stop pointing.
Everyone that's
what the fuck are you guys doing?
Everyone is throwing their mouse around the LC. Stop.
All of a sudden, no yellow dots.
There you go. Anyway, and then we're gonna move down the road to the west, west southwest to the beverage factory, also known as Objective Mad Hatter, and we're gonna conquer that. Once we've secured that, if we do have any fragos that kind of come out of our mission, whether we've identified an enemy position or whatever, obviously we'll act on that. But the plan as it stands is basically to go ahead and call for an egress from that position and return to base. Estimated mission time, 2 hours. So, any other questions while we wait for our ride?
Yeah.
We got any company mortars?
I wish. Oh, thank you for bringing that up, actually. I have some news which may excite some of you. So I've been poking around because I spend my weeks with nothing better to do trying to find ways to give you guys a better time during FTX. So I've kind of been
Shit,
poking around, and I
Baldwin.
actually managed to find... Did they crash? Alright. I managed to find a nice 60mm mortar mod that works really well, and I have been petitioning company hard to get that added to our mod pack, and the winds are blowing in favorable directions. So you may see in the next couple of weeks 60mm mortars added to our inventory, and they're fantastic. They can be carried by one person, they can be thrown down in a second, and as long as you know the approximate distance and bearing of the enemies, you can get rounds downrange in less than 10 seconds. So it's really great. So if we do get that added, it'll really add a new dynamic to our sort of infantry level combat. Weapons squad, you guys are going to have a lot of exciting shit to do with that, and just in general, I think it'll be fun. So that may be on the horizon. Also, on the topic of things that we are adding in or adding back, you probably have heard from your squad leaders that the long requested radios have been returned to you. I have heeded your calls and cries for mercy, and I've decided to give them back. We are going to be making a small change, though. Today, you guys are using your 152s simply because the loadouts have them, but what we're going to be looking for is to shift the fire team level radios to the 154s instead. For those of you who aren't familiar with the 154s, they're basically idiot-proof radios. They have 8 preset channels that you can adjust with the Microdagger radio programmer, and again, they're really easy. They can talk to the 152s, so... Wait a minute, no, we're not using the 154s. We're using the one...
The Tango Foxtrot, like one,
That's
like
the
4-digit number.
That's the one.
The SBRs in military terms.
Exactly. I'd like to use the 154s, but to do that we have to transition to the 148s, which is something I'm working on, but that'll be a little bit later down the road. So anyway, we're gonna have rifleman radios, is the point I'm trying to make. So squad leaders and above will keep their 152s. Keys and I are still talking about whether we want fire team members to keep the 152s. I'm leaning towards yes, but we'll continue sort of discussing that. And again, if you're lower than a fire team leader, you'll get a lovely little team radio. So hopefully you guys will be able to talk to one another, but you won't be able to listen in on company comms. Let's see here. I'm really just trying to kill time.
Anybody know any
Question.
good jokes?
Unfortunately,
I have a question.
Yeah, send it.
After we take the beverage factory, are we allowed to get the beverages?
Absolutely. That's primary. You fucking idiot. Paul, and I hate you so much.
Why do you think we're taking it?
We are, yeah.
Damn, boy.
Let's see,
Like what type of beverages? Like beer
We got
or like
Pepsi,
soda?
anything like that.
Keys, you'd better spawn down like a shit ton
Man.
of soft drink bottle.
Fanta. Spawn
I was hoping it was
yellow.
a Jack Daniels.
I need some
yeah.
Fallout Cola. I'd have
Yeah,
provided pretty
a
good
Jack
things with it.
Daniels facility in the middle of Hindu Kush Valley. That's exactly
yeah.
what they
Yeah, yeah.
Where do you
They're-
think it
they're
comes
making
from?
that new Hindu Kush infused Jack Daniel? Don't you know?
Oh man.
Don't you know?
This is what we're fighting for, boys.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
This was
Oh,
the
the
real
beverages.
objective.
Ooh,
We invaded Iraq for oil. We invaded the Hindu Kush for fucking beverages.
marijuana.
It just
Yeah,
comes out of
but
like the iconic image of like the oil drill
No, it's
well,
all
like
about
spurting oil. No, it's spurting like Coca-Cola.
We'll just say it's for a noble cause, so.
Oh yeah. Oh.
All right, yeah, I was gonna say, where's the music?
Oh gas, oh gas, oh.
What is that? Twilight Zone, right?
Ah, God, nah.
X Files. That's it.
I don't know
just-
how he does it.
I wanted to make some people laugh and
I
brighten
don't
down.
know how he fucking does it.
Eat you.
Anyway, something I did want to bring up actually regarding ceremony. I know that some of you guys got passed over for some of the more generic awards like GCMs and whatnot because people slip through the cracks as best we try. If you were passed up for an award that you feel like you should have gotten, just let me know or let staff Sergeant First Class. I gotta get used to that. Let Sergeant First Class Keys know, and what we'll do is we'll put you in for a
Something.
Yes.
We'll
Yes.
put you
Lady
in-
Maestro
The thing of the thing. in
We'll
the
put
thing.
you in for the
did.
award. See, I want to say
LT.
posthumous, but that's not the word I'm
LT.
looking for. Yeah,
Post ceremony.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, post. We'll put you in for the award, and you'll get it. You won't have to wait until next ceremony. So if we did forget that, like by all means, let us know.
Unless we forget again.
And if you get more than the amount of awards I missed, I'll buy you a slab of beer.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Blame
I was
Sergeant
pushed
First
over
Keys. I'll
for
let him
my
do the report
second
this month.
User joined your channel.
deployment ribbon.
Oh,
Got
put
my
it in, we'll
first
put you
one,
in for it.
but this is technically my second deployment.
Sorry, that was just a
Pepperonis,
cheeky
dude.
joke. At
Let's take a gander. Where's Brawlers? Okay, they're taking their sweet time. So again, we're kind of holding out here.
I wanna go back.
I heard that.
What? No, it's fine. Take your time. It's fine.
Hey, can't we just take go-karts to the AO?
That would be fun.
Yeah, well, I know one of you squads like way back when had a fucking go-kart drill for your squad drills.
Really?
That was Delorme, yeah.
He literally
sounds
bought
like a
the
alarm.
go-kart DLC for everybody that showed up so he could do it.
We should actually probably have ATV training for all staff cadre because the amount of time we run over recruits
Oh,
when we
yeah.
kill them.
Oh yeah. One of my proudest moments was you guys all been to air assault school? Everyone's been to air
Yeah.
assault?
Yes, sir.
You guys know how you have to do
Negative.
that horrible ruck march where the guys drive around on you and make fun of you while they're on their fucking quad bikes?
It's
Yeah,
quite
so
fun.
I was on quad bike duty, and this was a very special air assault school because we had another unit here, kind of here to experience our air assault, right? And sort of, you know, maybe
That was wicked.
be interested, right? It was some Marine unit, and it was
Yeah,
a sizable group in comparison to the rest of the people at air assault. They had like 6 or 7 members, you know, and so they were doing great. They were really squared away, really motivated guys. And so this whole time we're sitting there, we're like, oh man, like these guys are great. Like let's really try to impress them. You know, and so we're really trying to show them our best side, right? So we're doing the ruck march, and these guys are going hard, right? These guys are doing fucking fantastic. And who was like sneezing in their microphone?
Alice.
Anyway, so these guys are doing great, right? And I'm driving around in my quad bike like the smart ass I am, trying to like make fun of them and shit on my quad bike to demoralize them. And you guys have all seen me drive, right?
Yes.
So
Oh,
No,
yeah.
we can't.
So I like sneezed. I fucking crashed my quad bike right into the middle of their formation and killed like 4 of these people.
It crushed their
And-
morale.
Solid afternoon.
Yeah, and so they, you know, and so I was like, yeah, it's fine, just like leave them and I'll respawn them in Zeus. And these fucking people were like, no, like our unit never leaves a man behind. And so they carried their fucking bodies for the entire ruck march. And I was like,
That's
okay.
fucking
Oh my
hardcore.
God.
It was,
Yeah.
I mean, I gave them grudging respect for it, but I was also like, guys, I can fucking just teleport him back in Zeus. Like, it's okay. It was my fault. And he was like, no, we'll never leave a man behind. I was like,
No, you're gonna break our immersion.
Yeah,
what LT also didn't tell you was they were only halfway into the rock march when he decided to do this.
yeah. This was like they had like 20 minutes left.
Because I'm the
Right
one
up
that
to
had to come and
40.
fucking try to make them and couldn't.
Yeah, that was a fucking mess. Don't we? Is that a brawler over there? Get him.
Jesus.
Bully him.
Speedy Gonzalez is off.
Come back.
And he was gone.
God damn.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody play the
Just
run
ran
music.
off.
Well, we're all gonna die soon, you know.
That was just like a dog just saw a fucking bird or something. A squirrel.
Squirrel.
Hey, Fitch.
Ah,
Yo, what's up?
Can I show these people my
You're
sensitive levels?
useless, he said.
No, this is a bad time for that.
We should all do like a for the next PvP event, like a go-kart race.
Guys,
Yes.
let's all fucking get away from here.
Oh, you're
When
running
you
away.
Let's all disappear for when he comes back.
Everybody go to the barracks.
Go, disappear until like when he's back, no one is here.
Go to the barracks, everyone to the barracks, quick.
This is amazing.
This barrack.
It doesn't matter. Just
Get in
go.
the
Hide.
Go.
What are you fucking idiots doing?
Damn it. We fucked up.
Close the door,
What are
close the
you
door.
fucking
Close the door, boys.
idiots up to? I swear to God.
It was the reverse fire.
Fucking close the door.
Everybody put your guns to the door.
Tiny fire drill.
Oh my
I can
God.
open.
I'm sitting here. I go to
I
staff
think we're left on-
meetings. I go to see staff meetings, and they're like,
No, no,
"Oh,
we're
oh,
not.
Lieutenant Hermanson, like, how's your platoon doing?" I'm like, "Oh, they're great, sir. Most squared away, most professional. Couldn't be more proud of those guys." Sir. Fucking idiot. I'm not fucking. Oh God.
It's louder than
Step away, apparition.
What is going on?
It's so fucking. Did we get fucking Heelys added to like, the SOP? What is this?
Hey, you guys, what's that? Don't
You fucking idiots.
Standard issue, sir.
Did you not get yours in the mail?
You drive me to drink. Oh,
Jimmy's bug.
Well then, cheers, buddy.
going on?
I don't even want to look at you. He's fucking floating around.
Oh, you guys want to see something cooler?
No, stop.
No.
Stop.
Okay,
I'll
guys,
do
ready
it.
for this?
Wait.
Okay.
As in frequencies or what actual radio?
Oh God, they're wiping their ass on the floor.
Fucking,
He's about to dab, guys.
15233.
God.
Apparently, we ran out of toilet paper.
This is how you get chlamydia.
Yeah.
Because
this one and
that
one are the ones that go like 40 clicks. The worst enemy
Can you
is
fly?
Yes.
Do we need to be waiting for the other helicopter?
What the fuck are
Why?
you doing,
What are
Paula?
you doing?
There's a helicopter.
Well,
over
if
here.
you're not
You see
asking
what
for it.
happens to our platoon?
What?
Take a
the-
screenshot.
Oh, I'm taking
We're
many
like
screenshots.
children. If you just take away
I've
the
joined
toy,
in.
we just get bored.
Okay, this
You're
is our
just
new
I
attack.
think my
excited.
legs are broken.
This is our new
That's
attack
worm
formation.
impression.
Oh, this is beautiful. Taxpayer dollars at work here.
Get to the
Yep,
chopper
we're doing
down.
it. We're almost there.
Who is back?
El's fucking back in the
Oh God, I hope someone's recording today.
Oh, you fucking.
Yeah, I'm recording.
He's got screenshots of that.
Oh God, this is priceless.
Well, then send it when you're uploading it.
Yeah,
I'm uploading tonight, so I'll send it tomorrow. Copy.
We
And then of
invented the
course,
standard issue.
of course, this is like the one day. This is the day when we actually have like a bunch of new PvP too, like really starry-eyed, like.
Great impression from me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Whose fucking vacuum is that?
That's mine.
Don't mind us, we're just vaping over here.
Alright, come on, guys. Bring it all back. Fucking Doc's got more medicine for you guys.
Hey, is Brawlers coming back? I think they're coming back.
They're right next to you.
Alright, get that shit out of here.
Come on.
It's really slow. It's really
Wow.
shitty breakdance.
You should have
God
been
damn,
the,
you play baseball?
Yeah, you should have been
I'm
a professional
Cuban.
baseball
We'll
pitcher,
still
man.
have more
That was
options.
You
beautiful.
spin me right
Oh my
round,
God,
baby.
septum
Right
is
round.
fucking
Like a
big.
septum.
Oh shit, are we having a breakdancing competition over here?
It's spin to win.
Ready?
Oh, spin to win, gotcha. Or spin the bottom.
Maybe there's something in the water.
I think it's the heat.
Maybe ISIS poisoned our water supply with LSD.
That's fuck
I want to call the police.
This is supposed to be like the training time that we've been.
We're having a fucking raid, apparently.
You guys show me the priest.
Somebody get some
Sergeant Wilbur, you can find me now, barracks. Nice and quiet.
Oh my god, my arm is hurting so much.
I think that's
So much bullshit! Why? Why was all the smoke? What's with all the smoke?
Quit wasting your fucking smoke grenades.
Go get okay. Everybody go get your loadouts back because Brawlers is inbound. So go get your loadouts refilled and
There's
get on
so
the tarmac.
much
Vape.
Vape Nation!
The armor's gonna crash.
Let's go, Sam. We're gonna be on that bird as soon as it touches down.
No,
Yeah. And relax with the soundboard.
Alright, May, turn it off.
Yeah, Pearson.
Alright, let's go. Get your shit.
Let's get the fuck up.
Very slowly sliding.
Well, this was a fun rave.
Let's bound because the Pope will be all here.
We're all gonna die in a minute.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like that was what we call Western recreation.
Yes, that's exactly what that was.
That was morale boosting.
Fuck yeah, it was.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just glad we're like safely to fucking.
There's so much smoke.
Yeah, Boone, stop chucking smoke. Wherever he is.
Where's the second lieutenant?
My flappies are slowly decreasing, like frame by frame.
You get-
each smoke zone.
You got 30 seconds to get to the tarmac.
Second lieutenant, I gotta teach you.
Copy.
And then hold control and any movement key.
Alright, let's move to the tarmac.
Did I say 3 seconds?
This is not a
Through the tarmac.
Let's go.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Go. Squad leads, make sure you're on 3-2. Squad leads, make sure you're on 3-2. Go. Roads.
Wait, how many people do you have?
Shouldn't have told him. Yeah, what's up?
Roads. PCIDSL.
This one would benefit of VR.
Yeah, what's up?
Both we're moving.
Mofat, give me a radio check.
Garrett, you fucking idiot. Start moving like a real person and put yourself on 3-2.
Well, yeah. Oh, damn, never mind.
Make sure you're on 221
again. Radio check.
Alright, Reapers, you're getting on first, then Roughnecks, plus Hunters.
Fuck off!
Earplug check, everybody.
Stop.
Ear
Stop with the ear rape.
Make sure you got ear pro on.
Wolfenstein, are you here?
Alright, Chopper's in. This is a test of our ability to return to a professional state. Everyone shut the fuck up.
Everyone is looking up.
Like I said, Reapers, you're loading up first, then Roughnecks, then the Hunters, Diablos, plus HQ.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, on me. Over here.
Chill on the back.
Where you at? Look, right side, left.
Southwest.
Yeah, that's stupid, but I want to see if they get that.
They want us in PG posture, ready to get on, or what?
You're
Make sure
loading
you're
first.
in 3-2. He's over
One time on the other side, buddy. Of the group. Entire group.
Yeah, so. Do we know which direction the bird's gonna land and shit, or?
No, negative.
What the fuck is going on?
Healings when they float around like that.
What's wrong with
Yeah, it's not letting me have an additional channel.
Radio check.
That's fine, you just need Brawlers.
Let's get
Yeah, it's fucking annoying because oh my god, hang on.
Private Wolfstein, radio check.
Alright, let's go ahead and take a knee, PG posture.
Johnson, let's go. Get in line.
Private Wolfstein, radio check.
And then Jordan on after.
Sooner the bird is wheels down, I guess Anderson, go ahead and take off. We'll follow you guys and load in.
That's the plan.
I think you're gonna crash.
So is this not going to be a night mission, or?
Negative, not a night mission.
Damn it, I should have stuck with my ACOG.
Alright, Reapers, stand by. Go.
Wheels down.
Go.
So Roughnecks, stand by.
Move that sexy ass of yours.
Alright, Roughnecks.
Everyone go right in back. Don't sit at the door seats.
I've seen this place before. Higher on the street.
Shut up. If you are not a machine gunner, get in the back, not in the gunner position.
Dab, dab, dab. You got.
Resolve caniple.
I like my gunners.
Oh shit, it's
good
falling.
at-
I'm
Move back.
gonna-
Move
What
back.
up?
Get off gunner. Get in the back. Get out and get in the back.
Fucking ear raping, dude.
Am I not meant
God.
to septum?
Yeah, you are, dude.
What
What up,
touch my
buddy?
knee, you freaking weirdo. Look
What's
at my
wrong with
raw
that?
salami from Subway.
Whoa. Sausage.
Okay, Poland, I would just like to
Like
say that
overtoasted
you
cookies.
don't even have fully formed eyes. You fucking freak.
Yeah,
Subway
dude.
cookies are
Let's go,
awesome.
Will, and
Dude.
get
You don't
back.
know what
Need
you're
someone
talking
on
about.
Dorgan.
Trying to.
You ever had a
User
Subway
in your
cookie?
channel timed out.
Whoa.
They
Somebody
do,
just
like,
farted.
French toast.
Oh, I'm sorry. That
It
it's.
smells
I'll
like
go,
beef
go, go.
stew.
Except for French toast. Yeah, what's up?
They have a Subway inside of my
Oh,
school,
God, I don't think I
and
know.
their cookies are disgusting.
I
Aren't
like
they supposed to have a
actually
fucking
full.
crew member
Wait,
for that?
is LT the
Except
one
them,
that
I got a
can't
phone
get
call,
in,
be back.
or-
Okay, all in.
Oh,
You
perfect.
fucking normie.
Hello. Hello.
It's
Is
me.
it
Nice
you
helmet there,
I'm
Boone.
looking for?
Yeah.
Ruben, what happened to your
I
helmet?
can see.
Hey, pilot, you
Yeah,
got
what
guns on
Hello?
both sides. Just
It's
heads up.
hot.
It's me.
Wait, where's this helmet? Where's Boone's
Where's
helmet?
his helmet?
He said it's hot. Put it back on.
I can't
put it back
Wait, LT.
Septum.
Yeah.
Good couple.
I
Good
I was just watching all of us walking
No!
up the plane, and I was
Alright,
like,
alright,
oh, I
alright,
love watching
alright,
those
alright,
explode.
alright.
That comes.
Okay, the chopper is spooling up, so we have now passed the notional LOD, which means we're now on combat footing. Safety's off. TACCOM's mission critical only from here on out to the mission end.
What he's trying to say, shut the fuck up.
Well, that's one part of it.
Like,
Thank
critical
you.
sound.
I'm scared. I feel like I'm gonna fall through the floor.
Don't worry,
Sorry,
that
that
happens
doesn't sound
if
mission
you just
critical.
walk inside and walk over it.
Okay, we're in the word TACOMs.
Not like the other one. They're just flying over to the airplanes. They're just moving over now. Vision.
Guns.
This is 6 cutting in. I think you can teleport him into a vehicle, so you might want to try that. pilot speed crossed into the AO. Seven, this is 6.
6.
I believe Private B. Volthar is one of ours, so let's make sure to TP him in once we make land as well. Got it.
Oh, this Bison one really loud and clear. Right, they were hitting stuff around the free. Right, good copy. I'm sorry. Good copy.
Once we land, I want a 100-meter perimeter. First squad to position to the southwest, second squad to the northwest, and Dunters will establish a position overwatching the mountain to the southeast.
Careful, we got the
That's
flank.
approximately 100 meters.
100-meter perimeter southwest.
We're heading southwest as we hop off the bird to set up security.
Hot 7, this is 2.
2, this is 7 Sunday.
One of my privates named Private Aeros accidentally jumped out of the chopper. Is it possible for you guys to TP in?
Alright, out.
Go, go.
Yeah.
Go for a boss. 3-5 about 3-7 in formation to ship. Instantaneous 5 request Budweiser.
Right.
Southwest, that's what I'm calling security. Find a rock, find some cover.
Alright, let's go, red south, west.
Copy. So red is covering south, so let's get Wilson, come up here.
Yeah, what's up?
Alright, I want you. Actually, I want you on the right corner. Your team is covering west.
Edison, you called me over? What?
Yeah, you're sitting on the rock that Colin is on once you move left. So.
Copy that.
Yeah, just jump into the
Are you on 212?
Hey, did we get a Volthar back yet?
Alright, you went the wrong way.
Not yet.
Francis, you on 212? Francis, you
yeah.
on 212? Alright, can you guys hear me? Radio check 212.
Yep. Copy.
Alright, let's try that again. Follow me.
Psst, I'm behind you.
Oh, never mind. Alright, join the red team again. We're covering security to the south. So if you go on the rock over here.
This one?
That one down there, to get some spacing, and then you're just covering the south, and then a little bit eastern.
I'm just curious, who was the guy jumping out?
User joined your channel.
Got Johnson. Johnson, take my spot. Nope, take my spot. You're gonna orient your gun to the northwest. You've got right side security. You got Francis to your left. He's the far right of the line.
Second team is fully set.
First team is also set.
Roger.
Yeah, Arust. A-R-U-S-T. Yeah. Why the fuck does that guy not have a gun out? Hey, Rose. Do me a favor. Head over to those clowns over there and just figure out what that idiot is doing without a gun out. Alright. Keys, we get everyone TP'd in. Who's supposed to be?
One actual.
Just one send it. This is actual send it.
I got eyes on the village on top of the mountain to the southwest. Doesn't appear to be any activity, but I can see balconies and buildings, so something to be aware of.
Roger, I was going to say the same thing. There's also another one to the southeast that I can see. Same thing as the first one.
Yeah, I got eyes on the
northwest, let's go.
Conquest one.
We're on point.
Take it.
We're going northwest. On me. Watch. Fallen us move heavy right. I'm going heavy right.
Roger. Give me the gunner on the right. We're going heavy, correction, we're going heavy left.
Walter?
Anderson, can you slow Jack?
Yeah, wait up. Keep going. I gotta go down. Apparently Walter's on the radio.
Hey, take it like 10 degrees to the right.
Spread out, gentlemen.
What's the status one?
On my way. Wilson, checkpoint all time. I'm there.
Sorry, say again?
Checkpoint until I'm up there.
Yeah.
User joined your channel.
That means
Radio
you're
check.
gonna be in the front.
211 over.
I hear you.
We
Which direction did you go over?
Northwest, just run past the entire fucking platoon and to get up to the front.
Alright, roger that, I'm running to you now.
1 to 6 or 7, we're gonna take about 10 seconds and let our lead element get to the front. Go ahead and take a knee.
Take a knee.
Take a knee, gentlemen. Just go ahead and face outward.
Wilson goes to the right, I'm right back, you know.
Every time we do a short haul, we're just going to form our cigar shape. Whoever's on the right is going to face to the right. Whoever's on the left is just going to face left. It'll make it easier that way.
Walter, fall in on the left side. Behind Specialist Rhino.
Beautiful.
I didn't see him.
Alright, we're ready to go.
Spread up the hill. There you go.
Let's do this.
Alright, pick up.
Moving.
Boltar, let's go, dude.
Wolfa?
Yeah, I'm just behind you, sir.
Impossible to see where you're on check taking this terrain because of all the fucking dents and shit.
Alright, so fun little Lieutenant Hermison fact for the day. If you're not doing anything, you should be, or you're stationary, you should be prone. You're not in cover.
User in your
Go
channel
ahead and pass that down. For some reason.
Isn't that Infantry 101?
I believe so, yeah.
Roger, and I already told my guys, but TTP for every time we do our little short halts, we're going to go ahead and form our cigar-shaped security. My team's just going to cover the side that they're currently on, so I'll have Poland and Frannis on the left, and then myself and Johnson will cover the right. You guys, I guess, can take the end of the cigar, so you'll have to kind of like semicircle around.
I'll just fill in the gap.
We basically have to keep watching the front, that's what's happening. At least my team have to.
Roger, you guys at the end of the cigar.
You guys hear that?
Yeah, Roger, I heard that.
Wilson?
What?
Did you hear what happened on 210?
Yeah, I did.
Riley?
Yep.
Good, just make sure. My frames just went down by like 5 to 10.
Hey, Wolfa, go to slow
Pretty
jab.
much spread out.
Wilson, move a bit more to the right. Yeah, what? No, Wilson.
What's actual?
Send it.
Can you figure out if he wants us to stay on this fucking steep slope or go up or down so we can actually get a more passable terrain?
We should be heading northwest. That's the direction of our objective.
The problem is if we just go straight downhill, then we have to go uphill afterwards, which is a waste of time.
Alright, break. He wants us to follow the contour.
So just follow the hill around, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, then I wasn't off. Wilson, just go ahead and... Sorry, wrong channel. Wilson, just go ahead and fall in,
wrong channel.
You know, in a directory like behind me so you don't get...
We're talking on squad net.
It's set to 11 on my thing, lol.
Yeah, you were speaking in my right ear, I could hear it.
The fuck? Radio's fucking out.
Make sure you're on the right channel.
It's set to 11 in my fucking transmitting thing. What else do you want from me?
You have to give it a second before you start communicating. Give it like 2-3 seconds and then communicate on your other channel.
Wolfa, do you know how to slow jog?
Yeah, you double tap C.
Do you know how to slow jog?
In what way?
Well, if you double tap C, you go into a slow jog, that won't use all your stamina.
Say that again?
If you double tap C, you go into a slow jog, that will not make you, save some stamina.
Alright, I thought that was just walk, my bad.
I could use a stamina break soon.
Me too.
Yeah, so could I. Want actual?
You gonna ask about a stand break?
Yeah.
How much weight are you carrying?
Everyone in my team is basically fucking out of stamina now.
Mine is still
When we hit the edge of this ridge line, we'll take a stand break.
Yeah, mine is still full.
I'm out.
Alright, let's go ahead and hold.
Full security.
My AR's out.
Go prone.
Go get that security up. That is an affirmative. We were waiting for you guys to catch up. We're actually beneath you on the slope of the hill.
Yeah, those fuckers are going too far to the south. They're actually starting to pass our position.
You guys ready to move again?
Roger, I'm getting...
I'm green.
Yeah, they're
I could use a bit more.
Dude.
How much is a bit more?
I have 3 bars.
Jesus Christ, you have fat fuck.
Give me a nice report on stamina.
How are you guys doing on stamina?
Only one that's missing, I think, is Rylan. She just passed 3 bars in stamina.
Second team was green.
We're green now.
There you go. Gonna have to walk all the way back up this hill. Yeah.
Good copy.
We good to go now, actual.
Roger.
Form the wedge on me. Just form the wedge on me.
Anderson, can you see those guys next to you that are talking?
Yeah, that's Septim Squad.
I know.
Tell them to stop fucking moving.
When are you leaving?
In like 5 minutes. Not to get dressed.
Alright, give me a second. Fitch, Mofat's gonna be leaving.
Let's see if we can get us up this hill to 3663, because this is too
Mofat's
steep
leaving
for
soon.
anything effective.
I gotta go to work.
You look like Fitch, you look like Jesus right now.
I know,
so, like,
but we gotta do a looted recon, because we have no idea
I
how we're
did.
gonna assault this.
So, I'm gonna carry a medical backpack.
We're like here right now, this is where we are.
So we move at bearing 286, we'll be able to make it to the objective going straight downhill based on the contour interval.
Yeah, neither do I.
Do you know how to use it?
My
you know how to use it?
AT4?
Hello?
Yeah, my AT again.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
I don't know.
Roger, just so you know, we go bearing 286, we'll go straight downhill based off these contour intervals, straight into the objective.
I know how to use
Roger.
I know how to use the medical menu.
Okay.
Hang on.
Alright, well, yeah,
Rest
just carry this. Finish carry this.
I'm gonna go.
Alright, bye,
Private
Mofat.
map recording
Actually, Mofat,
by-
wait, Mofat.
But
Drop your entire uniform. Drop your vest and your uniform. And grab his stuff, Wolf.
Copy that.
Just grab his uniform.
Wilson, what the fuck are you?
At the tree.
Ah, that's why I can't see you. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
apparently we are moving up southwest.
Alright, Mofat, go ahead and DC.
User in your channel timed out.
Roger, moving now?
Did they give a reason for that?
Oh, moving southwest, guys.
To do a leader's recon, you need to set up an ORP. Alright, everybody push southwest.
Alright, up the hills, boys.
User entered your channel.
We're sitting. Alright, you have his uniform and stuff? Well, you just have the rifles and stuff. You don't have to take everything specifically out of there.
Oh, but yeah, but some of it is not even showing. Oh, hold on.
No, right click his vest. Like, take his vest and right click it, and you'll have it.
down. Stay down here, Purdy. Stay down here.
User in your channel timed out.
Prevmov porting out.
How far up do you want us to move?
There's a
User
map
in your
marker.
channel timed out.
To the what?
There's a map marker. Just move to it.
Oh, I see.
Okay, if he comes back, then keep it for now.
User disconnected from your channel.
To answer your question, 200 meters.
Wolf, about 10 meters to the right. Then you're good.
We're moving 200 over. Actually, for us, it's going to be 350 meters southwest.
That's great.
User left your channel.
So we're basically gonna set up like at this fucking position, then fire, and then try to eliminate them from this distance. Is this what I'm getting?
I honestly, I don't fucking know.
That's what the tactical symbol implies.
Yeah, that's also what I was at. It's like, that's what the symbol says we are.
The only issue is I don't think the terrain's going to allow it, 1, and 2, that's pretty much the max effective range of the fucking M4.
It's above the max effective range. It's like 800 meters.
They start pushing more to the...
Connection lost.
There he goes.
My someone is away.
Leave your 2IC in command and come over to me. We're conducting a leader's recon.
Alright, Anderson, you're in charge.
Jesus Christ, we're taking more fucking casualties from people timing out than we're taking from the enemy. We haven't even met the enemy.
Hey guys,
We've lost,
remember,
like,
there was full.
Hey, we're doing.
You guys stay here.
Alright, Garrett, you're here.
If you want,
Go
this,
for it.
Yeah, what's up? Take a stamina
Welcome
break
to the
over
army
here.
where people kill themselves overboard.
Hey, Fitch, we're
Okay.
Septimus.
I'm coming.
Oh, he's there.
So we go for
It's not
Roger.
I need two guys to hold here with me. I've got some we do have another two guys right here.
User disconnected from your channel.
Senseman, uniform check 3-2, over.
On the left side of in the balcony thing, and one out front on the balcony. And then if you track even further down, there's a guy on a porch. If you then go further down to the right at the bottom right hand corner of the village, there's two guys on the roof, and we don't know about inside. So I'm guessing there's a two squad size limits. From what I'm looking at. There's also some in the middle of the section at the bottom.
Anderson, can you do a quick update?
Basically holding for now, and we don't know what the fuck's going on.
I am your fight team leader now.
Oh yeah, fine. What's the plan?
Remember to install the radio.
Got eyes another AK.
What?
The radio.
What about it?
Remember to install it, put up the channels and stuff like that again.
Oh, I haven't done that.
Send your traffic. Not on you, where are you at? Roger, also got you on Blue Force track. You guys are about 300 meters to our northwest, moving northwest as well. Northwest.
Not looking at you, but we got visual on the town itself, over.
Roger.
Radio check 211.
That's 210.
That was 210.
You guys tracking the assault report? We got multiple enemy in the town. 1 cruiser, 1 RPG, and 1 SVD, in addition to maybe like team-size element worth of AKs.
Yep, good.
I'm looking at 9 armed guys throughout the entire time to town, and that's not counting anyone inside buildings.
Radio check 211.
So my count is 9 guys, and that's not counting anyone else. You know, anyone that could possibly inside the buildings. So do you want to explain to us what's actually going on?
No, I don't. Not right now.
You got eyes on your position.
This is where you go. Fucking whatever the call sign for the artillery is. You go adjust fire. Walk that in towards the fucking motherfucker on the 2nd story balcony.
I'm more fucking curious about what the fuck we're doing up here while everyone and our squad leader is moving down.
I'm surprised they didn't take one of us too. Typically, you take a representative from each element.
No, but like all the other squads have moved down except us. All of the squads, the entire squads from the others.
I'm tracking.
So I'm just like, what the fuck are we doing up here?
Everything good here?
Yeah.
No, do you know what the fuck is going on?
It's the leader's recon.
Okay, it's not a leader's recon if you only leave 1 squad behind and take the rest of the platoon with you.
Well, the rest of the platoon isn't there.
That's what the Blue Force tracker says.
Oh, it's just the leaders.
That's right.
So,
I guess the team leaders... Do their team leaders now have the fucking Android and shit, or what?
I'm not sure, but you know, the rest of the platoon is still here in the line.
Roger. I guess that's true because it's not showing our team leader icon here as well. It shows me your icon.
What's C-Tab defaultly bound to, because it's been a while since I had to mess with it.
Hey Vernon, do you know why that the team leaders like I had to go on 3-2 as well then? Like,
Because,
what's the reason for that?
Because you are currently in the lead of the Reapers around here, when your squad leader is down there.
That doesn't make sense to me why I have to be in 3-2 then, but
Because
sure.
you're taking over.
Because you can check in with Sergeant Keith.
It's part of the GOTWA. They take contact, or if they get wiped out, you're able to communicate with them. You're in charge of the rear element.
That's even one more. Now I'm fucking tracking 11 guys in the down.
Yeah, it looks like a squad-size element.
Yeah, and we don't know what's inside the buildings either, so it could potentially be more.
Correct.
Yo, check maps. We're moving along that route.
Oh, I see it.
Copy.
Start moving on. I'll link up with you.
Alright, let's go.
Alright, everybody pick up.
Riley, if you're on your map, you know what it is?
Yep.
Second front, go.
Both in game and real life.
I'm not the team leader right now.
Wait, what door are you two?
Actually, yeah, we need to go take point. Riley falls to the back.
Wedge it up, boys. Go ahead and go heavy right, Poland.
Raj.
Let's both go heavy right since that's the most likely point of contact.
Walter, you're on the other team.
Do you want
You're gonna form a
on
wedge
the red
behind me,
team.
not Anderson. You're gonna form a wedge behind me, not Anderson.
I'll swap to green to avoid confusion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that you knew the fighting really. Yeah, I just thought we were going in front. That's my bad.
Remember to spread out, not stay too close to each other.
Did he give us a engagement criteria, a task and purpose, anything like that, or are we just maneuvering along this line?
He literally just said follow the line.
Roger, but that doesn't mean we're going it till we reach the village and then we get into a gunfight inevitably, or...
So, Hobo, what do you want us to hold on this line? Are we going straight into the village?
Alright, send it.
Are we going straight into the town, or what's
No,
going on?
Roughnecks is gonna secure that little foothold of buildings that's circled, and then we're gonna push in behind him and secure the rest of it.
Round 30.
It's not the best.
Playable.
Brawler's fucking Chinook apparently went down. Rotor failure. They go down. Are they close enough for us to help them? Okay, yeah, he's over by there. He probably got shot.
So, Hobo, do you want me to jump off the radio now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright.
Right, just continue helping.
Copy.
Right, there we go. Back in 211.
When you changed from red to green, it totally threw me the fuck off.
It was to avoid confusion for my fire team because they were still forming up on me.
Well, I was trying to like figure out where you guys were on the map. I'm like, there's blue, but where's red?
Alright, just falling behind me now, Riley. Wilson, you should be on the left side, and Riley and Hoba, Riley and Wolf on the right. Just so we mirror the other fire team.
Running low on stamina over on this side.
Yeah, same here.
Let's go ahead and take a pause here behind this military crest.
Hold. Alright, we're pulling security to the rear.
Having a squad with like 5 people per event.
I think that's really drastic in the sense that people don't build relationships.
No, I'm not going to do it because it's a terrible idea, but it would fix the problem.
It would.
Keep in mind, contact is most likely to the north-northwest.
Wilson, get on the backside. Anderson should be prone. Get on your. I'm not covered, dude. Let's grab him up.
LT loves his roads, huh?
Yep. Alright. You gotta watch that thing.
How we looking?
You gotta watch your weight area and uniform.
Currently sitting at just over 3 bars.
Alright, 15 seconds, we'll move.
You got 15 seconds, gentlemen.
Oba. Are you guys taking a
You're
stand
being
here, or
hailed.
is it- Okay, okay. I was like, why are you stopping here? Like, are you in contact with Septum? Well, you probably should be, considering you guys are supposed to coordinate.
Let's head out.
Blue team is good.
Pick up.
It's okay. You can get down on the road and basically secure it.
What the fuck are they doing?
I don't know.
Why,
I think
why does it
Septum
take
probably...
20 years for the Roughnecks to get on track?
I don't...
I'm so confused.
I don't know. I love Septum, but
Well,
he's
listen,
hard to get
yeah,
on
there you go.
I'm gonna have a talk with him and see if there's anything going on, like in his personal life, because like I have to give him orders like twice.
Friend is double tap control. There you go, buddy.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because
Space out,
he's usually pretty squared away, but he's been having trouble recently, so I'm worried there might be something wrong with him, so I want to check into him. I mean, he's not bad. He's not exceptional like he used to be. Send it. Okay, copy that. Has Diablo made it to the base of fire yet?
Roger, we're moving to this rock formation to the right of this tank.
Okay, fine. Things are all starting to line up nicely, so just let me know when you're set. Oh, before you leave. Can you give me Zeus, because I don't have it right now.
Sorry, I did think about.
That was a good idea. Oh, so you're like set, like you're overwatching the objectives. Is 600 meters in the effective range of your weapons? Okay. Yeah, remember, you're just really suppressing, so don't worry about accurate fire. You can give them a few rounds from your AT4s into particularly juicy buildings if you want to try it. Yeah. Do you have Ares? Okay, there should be like a make curator option under the Zeus options. Like modules Zeus and then like make player curator.
Alright, Roughnecks is running low, or running late rather. We're gonna secure the road and wait for them to link up.
Send it for 6.
Copy.
Understood.
Yep, we've noticed them. We're going to try and avoid civilian casualties, but I'm deeming those acceptable losses considering the priority of this target.
Can we go ahead and stop at this next military crest?
Need another side break?
Native, we're about 100 meters just south of the road after this.
Okay, make your way down to where Reapers and Roughnecks are, because they're the ones who are going to be in contact. They're going to need you more.
Got observation on the road.
Alright, let's go ahead and pull security to the ring again while they get the front.
Roger that.
Just
we approach the
once
point
we get
to
further
our
sorry, my bad.
north, got eyeballs on a fucking armed contact over.
Alright, there you go. Pull security up.
Alright, you see that guy who's back turned to us? He's on.
Are the armed contacts running away as well?
Everybody get low.
User left your channel.
Okay, they're going to walk right into our assaulting element.
Yo, we got contact.
Franish, push to the right. Make sure you stay in the woods. Get some spacing.
Copy that. Hey, Reapers. Hoba.
Yep.
We've got fucking guys coming this way from the northeast. I need you guys to set up an ambush on the road.
Alright, people inbound. Enemies inbound. Let's set up an ambush.
Who's in contact? Yeah, well, it's not.
We maneuvering to assist.
No, hold here, stay down. Copy. Alright, is it heavy contact or can you continue moving?
Go ahead and shift slightly and see if there's any points in the trees we can cross and set up on a double crossfire.
I need you to move 2 grid squares north.
We can push back about 50 meters below this wood line. We can cross the LDA.
Yeah, push in and clear it. Don't just tell me it's clear. Okay, Hellhound 2 is assaulting, so stand by and get ready to lay down the base of fire.
Change of mission, we're base of fire.
Then once they take that first thing, then you guys will push.
We are going to transition to base of fire to move further up.
Saul, get a position you can get a good kill zone.
Northeast, yeah?
Northeast, yes.
Yeah, Hoba, light them up.
You clear the fire. Let's go. Get those saws up.
Let the assault team know the enemy's throwing grenades.
Just throw grenades about.
2, this is 6.
Red towel head, get him. Hey, Wilson now. Wilson, come here. On your right. We're moving around.
Okay, you got an excellent assault.
Shoot right here. Right on the base of fire into those buildings.
What happened to the other 2?
One of them went down.
Be advised, I just demolished a building with 3 4mm grenades.
Shoot.
Yeah, reloading.
Alright. Hey, Rick, we're moving to the
Roger, cover.
Copy.
Alright.
Move them, shoot, move them cover to cover. I got you covered. Move. Oh, shit.
Hoba, I'm moving into the assault element. They need guys.
Right.
We're loading.
You want to send a fire team?
I see him. Franish, you still good? Roger. Poland, you said 1 is down. The enemy's down here with the number 1.
Friend is spread out.
Understood. Just make sure you don't say 1 is down because that's typically reserved for when the 1 is down itself.
Say Tango is on.
You could say Tango down instead.
Recommend we shift a bit north. We don't got a good angle on anybody still alive.
Do it.
Let's shift north.
Be ready to shift to roughnecks though, because we're moving into secure.
How are we looking on the secure of that? 1 to 6.
Huh? I'll cover you.
Roger that, we'll cover. Alright, we're moving, boys, let's go.
Alright, Wolf, get on me, whatever. Let's go.
Anderson, you good?
I need red on me.
Yeah, I'm good. Copy. Where are you?
Pushing towards the stronghold.
Bitch, I'll copy.
Copy. On me, guys. Come on.
I got access. Alright, sprint. Actually, I can't sprint. You can.
Spread out.
Coming in from the south of the building. Bruce, what are you doing? Bruce, stay in.
I can't really walk
Come on, get in the building. Get in the building. Come on.
Keep moving.
Septum.
What?
You good?
I'm here with Wolfenstein. We're good.
I'm good.
Okay, come with me.
Alright, we got a... What's his name can't walk? A Roos can't
Was
walk.
I'm done so good.
I can't
Duke is
walk.
here.
I just walk
Get your
very
elements
slow.
on this wall that surrounds the town.
If he's stable, just have him set up
I can walk very
slow.
slow.
Moving.
Jason, let's go.
Alright, Jeremy's done it.
Fucking contact right around the corner,
Oh,
goddammit.
I'm here to stay with you, man.
Alright.
Move up to that wall.
Got a
over there.
Vic.
I got you
Which
covered.
one?
Copy. There. Can I cross?
Move.
Up to me, guys. Come on.
I got you.
Wilson, let's move. Wilson, move. Come on, let's go.
Brandon's cross.
I put a tourniquet, but
Wilson.
Reloading.
Oh, having problems. I'm fine now.
Hey, Septum, where's your wounded?
No, move.
They're in that building right there.
Okay, that's
Behind
not
us.
helpful.
Yeah, I'm good.
Where?
I'm good.
Stack
Oh,
up. Let's
right
go,
there,
boys.
find Doc.
Right there. I'm pointing.
Thanks.
I don't think.
Alright, on the wall,
They're
boys.
right around the corner, goddammit. Shit. Go northwest.
Doc, are you in here?
Did somebody say frag
Vic,
out?
hey, let's spread the fuck out. Red, you
Wait,
guys push
boys.
more to the northwest. I'm crossing.
Doc,
Why want people down here?
Poland, get on the corner of the wall. Yep, there's some motherfuckers.
Contact
Yeah.
Sit them.
Vic,
Vic,
get
Hold
your
up.
head down.
When you
contacts
said the
around the
call,
corner.
I'm gonna frag it in, and then you
Yeah,
guys.
they're
fucking
just
break.
on the other side of the fucking
Drag it
wall.
out.
They're trying to hit us.
Drag it out.
I'm gonna throw a grenade.
Alright, let's leave that to red team, blue team. Blue team on me. Red team, you guys
LT's
go the other
joining
way.
the assault.
Hey, Anderson, you guys go the
Ready?
other way.
Do your thing, chicken wing.
Fucking
Bring it up.
run. Yep. 3, 2, 1. Preach.
Contact down. Cross. Keep moving. Keep moving.
Going in.
Keep moving.
Septum! Septum, what are you
Right.
doing?
Chicken left.
Hold this angle.
Holy shit.
Holy
Hey,
fuck.
somebody check out those fucking
What,
ruins
where
to
are
the
you?
northwest. There was a sniper.
I'm moving forward. I'm past the wall.
Yeah, I'll go.
Copy.
Yeah, give me a homo.
I'm here with Wilson as well.
And Volther, I'm watching your northwest.
Roger that. I'll check this way.
Who's this gunner over here? Hey, listen. Hey, these fucking ruins, quick.
Watch him go.
Anyone in here? Not anymore. Hey, Voltaire, Wilson.
Yep.
Actually, Voltaire on you. Wilson, you keep pulling security. You got the shot. Let me clear this.
Say again?
Voltaire, you keep pulling security. You got the shot. Hey,
Roger.
ready? Ready? No, Voltaire, you come with me. Voltaire's with
You
me.
said pull security.
No, sorry, I was talking to Wilson. He's got the saw.
Oh, yeah, you said
Hey.
pull security.
Oh,
Alright,
sorry, that was
I'm
my
with you.
bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah?
Ready?
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
Stand by, I'm clear. Ready?
How about you? Good?
Yeah, send me Wilson and Voltar as soon as you can, whenever it's done with LT, and we got a sick Overwatch point on there.
Doorway left.
Alright, good.
Yeah, if I fucking knew where they were, I was patching up and then disappeared. I was patching up and then they disappeared on me.
Go ahead and link up with Wilson and oops.
I need a ace heal from
What? Why
Poland.
is that?
He's getting hit by the
I'll
armor
just
physics.
I'm linking up with you now. 1 second.
Roger.
I'm with Wilson.
Yeah.
Do you know where we are, no?
No
you know the
fucking
wall
clue.
you were. You know where
Anderson,
the wall you
I know
were
where-
all together. Literally just past the wall. On the south side. I mean the north side.
I'm
Sorry.
gonna send Doc to you.
I'm on the eastmost side of the.
Anderson, I know where the surgeon is. Should we just move to him?
Where Roughnecks' Overwatch was.
Alright, get Poland to the CCP.
Oh, hello. This looks like a nice.
Where's that at?
Anderson, to the left, to the left.
Go. On me. Go.
Excuse me, old Overwatch, or old Roughnecks Overwatch.
Wilson up in the fucking house.
Have you cleared the whole
Overwatch
position?
fire.
Copy that.
Riley, you and me.
We cleared up to roads, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure you keep
Yeah.
moving with at least a fire team so we can lock down this whole town.
I'm taking Anderson, roads,
Hellhound 3, this is 6.
get to roads.
Yeah, not a
Hey,
fancy.
add another
You
fucking
guys
blue
are
on
cleared
blue.
down to the town of Curat.
Who's this?
We're
Yeah,
just
that's
not
the second
doing
time.
that
Oh,
Overwatch
you've
anymore.
got more? Okay. No, no, don't, no. Go ahead.
Hey, second
Love you,
team is
buddy.
out of the
Thanks.
fight. I need to bring my other guy to the CCP. Hey,
Let's not get too many of us in this
Roger
fucking
that.
building. It's a death trap. It's fucking Arma.
I'd say come down here.
2,
It's
this is
probably a
6.
better position. You good, Wilson? Okay.
Yeah, it could be a bad idea. It's a bad idea.
You go. You can come here. Oh yeah.
Hellhound
it's
2,
good.
this is 6.
Unless you want to come here. Back.
What's your current stit rep? It's taking you this long to clear 3 buildings?
We cleared our
Yeah, you're supposed to only clear the southernmost couple of buildings where the CCP is, and then just pull security from there.
User in your channel timed out. User was
It's okay.
moved out
Leave
of
the
your
rest
channel.
of the mop up to first squad. Go ahead and set up a roadblock on the road to the
Alright.
southwest.
Alright, go southwest.
The fuck happened?
Let's go. Where's Fitch?
Fitch, what's your location?
Moving southwest.
Fitch, moving this way.
We cleared out this one, and that one. I don't know.
So where the fuck is the CCP?
User disconnected from your channel.
Is that? Okay, well, forget about it.
Where?
It's that.
Where's the Viper dude? It's critical intel. Where is it?
The Viper dude's in here.
It's the big building on the bottom, southeast.
The fuck is a Viper dude?
You said you surrendered, didn't you?
Roger, I'm now slant 2. Francis is getting seen
I
by
like-
the dock.
Roger that.
You're down a what?
Septon, what the fuck are we doing now?
We're pulling security here.
Fire team?
Alright.
Where are the rest of the guys? They're like.
They're fucking around over there.
Show him the body. That was showing him the body.
Okay. Move. Go pull security right there.
Let me
next to
get
that car.
my guy.
Around there.
Alright, come on.
Near the
We're
road.
gonna pull
Aroosh!
here, Wolf.
Aroosh!
Hey, Ruth,
go.
over here.
Wilson, Wilson, how do you guys do?
Well,
Yeah, we're fine, we're fine. We're still in the building, you assassin.
User was moved to your
Copy,
channel.
we're coming over to you.
yeah, but if you had left, that would have been worse.
Ah, we got somebody south
Set your position up.
with a weapon. He
Wait,
went behind the house.
where?
South bearing
Over there.
164.
Over there. Go over there.
I did
friendly.
down.
What?
Hey, Ruth, go over there.
It's friendly, Wolfenstein.
Wolf, it's friendly.
Wolfstein, not Wolfenstein.
It says Wolfenstein.
It says Wolfstein.
Oh, my
Yeah,
bad,
sure.
yeah.
Well,
This
I'm
is
not gonna
good.
get up
Set our
there.
I
position
should,
southwest on the road.
I'm gonna go down, so it won't die.
Hey, red team, on me. Let's go.
Oh, okay.
That's a CCP, yeah.
Yes,
so-
we're going over.
Wolfenstein.
Spread out.
Where do you
Find a good building.
Alright,
or cover
second
fire.
team is up. What do you need us?
Pull security.
Go. When it's done.
They want
Septon.
the roadblock here.
Yeah, what's up? Behind you.
Well,
Come
the
on,
road
Red
to the
team.
northeast is over there, right?
You want
What
to
can we
go?
move
You want
you?
us to go over there?
It's the
Yeah,
road
follow
that
us.
goes.
Okay. There's no cover there, but we'll go.
who's this guy? My Barry.
Guys, let's go.
Man, if
Really?
only I can use an E-tool.
He looks like he has an RPG.
Did you clear these houses down here?
So spaced out.
We came up this road, took no contact, so...
Second team is back. We're
we
coming
cleared
up
it
from
this
the,
time.
south.
Good.
That's not what I said. Did you clear the houses?
Negative.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Taking
she's
me.
just got shooting.
We're coming up from the south. Our team is all good.
Roger, we're on the far northeast side. We're clearing the last buildings.
Spread out.
Makes sense.
These houses are already cleared.
Hey, send it. Sorry.
None of those contacts on this building, so.
Roger, the town looks pretty secure.
That's what they said they got before.
Alright, on me.
Roger, we're here. Poland, Francis, cover northwest.
Full security for now.
I'm gonna take this wall.
Alright, what do you need?
Alright, marching order follows as 213.
We are now in the second part of the order of march.
On me.
Let's go. Move out.
You guys can take point. We're going to be behind first team. Go ahead and form up off me, wedge it up.
Heavy right. Wilson.
Poland, get on the left for this time.
From my left, my
Uh,
trick. I'm on it, Anderson.
User disconnected
Wolf on
from
left
your
side, buddy.
channel.
Second team is set.
Space this out a little bit, guys. Use the center bubble of the shack tack as a good guide. You want to be outside.
We're just gonna follow the road until we're on the, you know, on the actual road and then follow that. We'll let you on the left side, buddy, when we get out here.
Alright, I was on the left there.
Two.
Every time you hear heavy left and heavy right, that means you go the opposite side.
Okay, my bad.
Second. John said he had to go. I have this.
Romeo's moving you.
Alright, hold up here for now. Let the others get you.
Why did we stop?
I'm confused.
I was waiting for the others to catch up. Let's go.
Cigar
Back it
shop
up.
out.
Go ahead and back it up.
What's up, brother?
What are we doing?
I know, I fucking popped a motherfucker and took it to replace it. Do you love the fucking building I leveled? I blew it up with 3 fucking grenades, man.
I mean, if the other squad's supposed to be in front of us, we should wait, shouldn't we?
Yeah, it did.
Again,
I watched
we're on
2
point.
guys in it get
We're not on
fucking
point.
crushed by
We're
the
on
rubble.
point. You get
Dude,
my drift.
when we first breached, I dropped a fucking grenade into the house and killed two of them. I was fucking
Rewind
so
that
sad.
sentence
That's
and
so
then make it
fucking metal.
make sense.
We
There was no grenades as well,
are doing what we're
so-
supposed to be doing, but we're not on point.
Okay.
You're too good, that's what he's saying.
Basically.
Yeah, brother.
I'm right here, under your feet.
Wrong break, man.
Except we're in the wrong fucking road.
Yeah, that was spoken word.
We on the wrong fucking road. It's the other road over there.
Roger, he's talking about going to the next objective, right?
My bad. Okay.
Anderson forgot how to land nav or what?
No, it's my fault. Wrong. I gave the wrong road.
So like, does have to
Well, that's awkward.
That was my fault.
What's up, brother?
Hey, Roach, do me a favor. Seeing as you are not really needed as an RTO, yeah, go ahead and take over as platoon sergeant.
rocket sniper.
Second team is now slant 2, just so you're tracking.
Yeah.
Why are we slant 2?
Francis has to leave.
Alright.
You guys are looking,
I guess we're third squad now.
We are in a combat zone. Let's make sure to maintain at least 30 meters dispersion between each element.
Are we on heavy left still?
The idea is if the first element
Heavy right.
will not be decisively engaged if you're
Okay, good. I'm on the right side.
Wilson is correct, you're wrong.
double tap control.
Say again? I want you to pull back.
He's the automatic rifleman. Just because you're the assistant, that doesn't mean you're on the right side. You should be behind Riley.
Sorry, I wasn't on yelling.
You're back here with me, man. Our frequency is 212. Go ahead and set the next time we stop.
Ah, no, my T is being swapped.
Oh, that's fine, everyone now.
User disconnected from your
I
channel.
think people need to know that they're not supposed to report out when there's an FTX going
Roger,
on.
hope I was directly in front.
I'm yellow.
What happened to Ulfa?
No, it was,
I'm swapping to the other fire team.
Oh.
Because they're 1 down.
Remember to change the channel.
Yeah, we'll do when we next stop dying.
Roger, hold.
Alright, Volthar, go ahead and turn right. That's going to be your sector of fire. Poland, you already know.
Yeah, a while ago.
Go ahead and change your color to blue as well, Volthar.
I'll tell you about it.
Alright, pick it up.
Moving.
Do an arrow. Oh, I'm gonna have a tantrum.
Why?
Just don't worry about it.
You can't can't fucking bitch about it and tell us don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's not okay.
What the fuck?
No, I just... Two. Sorry. Fucking Septum, dude. He's just like, he's off today.
Yeah, I know. He's got 3 friendly fire incidents under his belt. Right, Anderson? He's the one who shot you.
Hey, fam.
Your game's always a cunt. What's wrong with it?
I was really lit in both arms and my torso.
Yeah, he also fucking killed Francis, and he killed one of his own guys before this mission even started.
I know. Be sad.
How is that even possible to kill someone before the
I'm
mission
just
starts?
that pretty. My gross ass neck beard that I gotta shave. He's just off, and it's not.
Well,
normal.
hvorfor bare ikke snakke dansk, og sådan kun os?
And I'm the only CLS. Yay!
That's not what I want to do.
Det er ikke sandt. Benitez har CLS-backen fra Johnson.
Jeg sagde ikke qualified CLS.
Jo, han er. Han kan stadig, og han kan stitch folk og det samme som du kan. Er vi bare sådan ultra meget hurtigere end de andre, eller hvad fuck sker der?
Ja, åbenbart.
Fuck, det er mærkeligt at snakke dansk. Nej, bare fortsæt. Fuck it.
Hvad siger du?
Fuck, det er mærkeligt at snakke dansk, mens vi er herinde.
Ja, det er det virkelig. Jo, jeg siger mig lige...
Ikke fordi du siger meget i forvejen, men altså...
Nej, det gør jeg ikke, men man tænker sådan alligevel engelsk og... ja.
Ja, hele ens tankeproces, den er slået over til engelsk i stedet for.
Lige præcis.
Begynder jeg også at skrive engelsk, når jeg skriver dansk i stedet for?
Ja, det gør jeg også. Det har du lagt mærke til flere gange, Riley.
Det har jeg også rigtig meget.
We'll take it in E.
Stand break! Find et træ eller en sten eller et eller andet, i stedet for bare så de åbner.
Contact.
Where?
Visual contact, stand by for details.
Jeg ser noget grønt.
Bearing 213.
Eyes on. Yeah, Vernon called that out.
Oh, I see. By the compound, yeah?
Range is 753 meters. They're in a giant squad wedge. That'd be a great call for fire target.
I agree. Alright, we're moving along the road, let's go.
Alright, let's We're moving, boys.
Let's go. Better squad in front of us that's not moving.
They're also not pulling security.
That as well.
Ducks in a row.
Oh well.
Really, 140 Mike.
I could totally murder them with this RPG and there would be no investigation because it was an enemy weapon.
So we're going against.
So did I say that out loud?
Hashtag misfire.
No, not a misfire. It was enemy action, right? It was an ambush.
Dum da dum dum da dum da. Da 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 da.
Calm down.
Oh, no, I can move.
Det var meget vindfuldt.
There looks like there's a gun emplacement on there.
Sightseeing.
Building with like.
Vil du gå sightseeing into Kush? Good luck, det gider
Ja, det-
jeg fandme ikke.
No, it's like I counted 12.
De der IRD'er giver sådan lidt mere action i det.
Adrenaline junkie.
Ja, lige præcis.
Det var kraftet med længe før du render rundt i fucking
User in your channel timed
elefant, hoodie og fucking AK og skyder andre folk.
User entered your channel.
Apparently he didn't now knows. Yeah, it's technical concern.
You guys are holding up.
Eyes on technical, squad sized element.
You're holding the entire, like, doing, come on.
Jeg kan godt lide at filme over det her, så når den kommer op, så kommer der bare sådan en hel sektion, hvor der bare ikke er nogen, der fatter en skid.
Fuck, det er godt sagt.
Jamen, der er jo ingen, der fatter dansk. Altså, nordmænd og svensker.
Det svarer lidt til at være irerne i England, dengang de begynder at lave jernbanerne.
Ja, mere eller mindre.
Hopper, where the fuck did the first squad disappear to?
They're fucking shit up.
Ah, okay.
Not fucking shit up as in killing people, but fucking shit up as in they're throwing the plant in the grinder.
Pretty accurate, yeah.
Yeah, and getting killed.
Wouldn't be surprised if we have to go over there and do something about it.
Hey, LT.
Hello. Hello there. I'm here with you guys because if they get engaged, I want to be able to go up and appraise them without being decisively engaged myself.
No,
Det bliver da rigtig hyggeligt at snakke dansk, mens han er her.
Funny group of guys up there.
LT.
Snak dansk, siger du?
Ja, det er fucking hyggeligt.
Do I have a what?
Blake's Lotta Burger.
Yeah, in Boston.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, see? I'm not fucking insane.
Så jeg har det meget sjovt. Har du det ikke?
Pretty good.
Jo, stille og roligt. Glæder mig til at komme
Pretty
til.
chill.
Are you in Boston?
Altså, der er mindre gang end første gang.
Oh.
Ja.
I was about to say, like, goddamn, like we.
Jeg er overrasket, at der ikke er nogen, der har sagt noget.
Oh, no.
Nej, de kan også køre høre det ikke.
Well, I'm not in Boston. Let me know if you're in
I know
London.
you're in England.
I'm in England, mate.
England?
That was Australian.
Den der engelske accent, der jo.
Also wrote this.
Jeg tror, han prøver at være en fra Australien.
Ah, på vent for England.
I sent Rhodes
Britisk. Det var bare ikke særlig præcis.
Those two together is like 10 dudes.
Roughneck should be able to handle it.
Så, nå, vi er da snart gået et par kilometer nu.
Hey, they've actually,
Ja.
they've got...
Vi er snart vendt op på de 2 kilometer. Cool.
Skulle man sige til LT, at man ikke skulle chit-chat, fordi vi er i combat zone?
Nej, lad være med det.
Jeg var så glad for, at du skrev til mig, Simon, ellers så var jeg ikke kommet op. Jeg var sådan, jeg var ude og gå til klokken 2 i går. Og så det var lige da du skrev, kommer du på, så sådan lidt, hvad? What?
Jeg er bare fantastisk god til at time by accident.
For the record, when I
Yeah,
die, I
because
want Kim to be the one to bury me, because that way he can let me down one last time.
Wow!
Jeg tror alligevel, der gik en hel time, før jeg opfattede, hvorfor det var, vi startede tidligt.
Wow.
Ja, og jeg har været sådan lidt groggy hele dagen, altså.
Det er, jamen jeg må indrømme...
Also have him bury me upside down so he can kiss my ass one last time.
Altså, jeg har også været sådan rimelig cookie i hovedet, da jeg under tidsskiftet det sidste uges tid.
Ja, og jeg var ude sådan gå hele natten i går, fordi det er spider-ting. Og så kommer man bare hjem, så det er varmt, og man har været udenfor konstant. Så falder man bare i søvn. Så er man bare helt væk.
Yeah, I know what you fucking mean.
The 30 spot. Hey, fuck you, they're good.
That wasn't a fucking insult, motherfucker.
Everything's an insult if you're thin-skinned.
Jeg har en hyggelig samtale dernede.
Yeah, right. You can't
Because of all
survive
the fries.
if you have thin skin.
Ja, jeg sidder og får lidt med det fucking griner.
Try hunters.
Jeg lyder også.
I've spent an afternoon with hunters.
Vi har en sergeant Garrett, der kommer tilbage.
Hey Garrett. How you wanting to go about this?
What?
How you wanting to go about this?
Violence of action will be key. Make sure that you assault into and secure the first position in time to use it as a defensive position to engage the second wave of attackers. If they catch you in the open while you're assaulting, you'll be destroyed.
I thought it was just us here, so.
That's what she said.
Hvad så, har vi så radio for nu af, eller?
Ja, det tror jeg.
You didn't hear it.
Ja, det er fedt.
Det er ikke noget, jeg tror. Jeg ved, vi har radio fra nu af.
Det er bare lækkert.
Det er fucking dejligt.
Jeg har ikke haft radio siden jeg var blevet 2. Det føles som uendeligheder.
Know what you fucking mean.
Ones that are 100-meter increments, I swear we're going just as fast as that fucking helicopter was.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna start a YouTube channel.
Jeg ved, hvad der regler er omkring snakke dansk sprog.
Literally just kind of like cuts of you.
Hvad?
Jeg ved, hvad der regler er for at snakke dansk sprog.
Det er et godt spørgsmål.
You're about to reach the bottom of a steep slope. Stop there and pull security. We're preparing to assault up.
Nå, men det finder vi nok snart ud af, så snart der er nogen, der siger det til det.
I'm gonna turn my fucking radio down.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Why are you standing there?
Alright, take a knee.
Take a knee, boys. Pull security.
Move up and see where third squad is.
Fire on.
Let's see if I can tear through this burger.
Oh, that's a nice little piece of deflator right there. Oh, beautiful.
Sounds like we're the base of fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get eyes on.
I'm gonna go with you.
No, you're gonna stay there.
No.
Yeah.
I don't take no for an answer.
It isn't no, because I told you to stay there.
Bring it up here, boys.
No, you just come
up.
Your guys stay.
Never mind, stay there.
That's 86.
Sorry, I thought he said bring us all up. It's just me.
Garrett, with me.
We doing a leader's thingamajig?
No, we're looking at it. Okay,
Hvad laver vi lige nu?
Go over there, stay over there.
Okay, godt nok.
I'm gonna have your guys set up on that bridge, like right there, like 5 meters over that way. See the one I'm talking about? Sharp edge. You guys are gonna set up there, and ideally I'll have you guys initiate contact on that beautiful grouping of fucking idiots standing out in the open right there. Give it all you've got.
There's no civilians out there, right?
No.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, give it all you've got. AT4s, fucking UGLs, machine gun fire.
40 Mike.
Concentrate your fire, especially on that mounted 50 cal up on the top of the construction building. You see it?
We'll hit him first.
Yeah, hit him first, ideally with an AT4 to make sure he's dead, and then launch
We'll
a bunch of shit
too.
down at the fucking ground there. Garib, your guys
This
are
is
gonna push
Nutter
down
Butter.
the straight fucking road. And just
Need to Zet rocket an AT4? What the fuck? That doesn't make sense. Is it an AT or like an HP?
Unfortunately, it's the heat variant, it's not thermobaric.
So make sure you send. How many guys do you have?
5.
Okay, because I got a 50 cal over here that I need you to hit with that thing.
So you can assault.
Distance.
Wilson, you take him out.
When we get up there, I'll get it to you.
Okay. You're gonna have to send a.
Let's go right.
Guys, what's your like fucking order movement? You got like two-man teams and like a squad leader. Like, what are you guys doing right now?
Alright, I'm moving my team.
Alright, onto the ridge, let's go.
Let's
go!
Poland is still taking a piss, I'll give it a second.
Firehouse-ass building right there.
Roger.
Mildly.
You can't miss it. The one with the giant tower.
Yes.
And the
Yes.
2 bunkers. Yeah. Taking a special care of
can
those
lead,
bunkers as well, so if you can find
I love how
some
Poland
access.
didn't go prone before he left to go piss.
Have a 2-man team.
Of course not, gotta keep it out, man.
It's like, say, hey, please nail me in the fucking forehead while my pants are on my ankles.
So your 3-man team.
Have you seen, isn't there a scene where that guy's doing like his pants or his fucking ankles and he gets nailed to the back of the head?
Yeah, I've seen that porno before.
It's not what I thought, then never mind.
Alright.
Oh, bad. That might not be the best place.
That was
to
quite a
find them
mindfuck,
here,
wasn't
so,
it?
Just observing.
Hey, Hobo, you guys ready?
No.
Okay, hurry.
You could say it was mind-blowing.
Garib, I'm coming with you guys.
I need you over here now, he says.
Roger, I'm
Wait,
moving up.
isn't that a fire station?
No, it's a fucking drink station.
It's a beverage factory.
We're moving.
Oh.
Alright, I can't get a decent range on
I saw
that.
the direction you guys were heading, where are you guys currently located?
To the construction building.
Never mind, you guys are, your individual shit is on the Blue Force tracker, never mind.
Piece of shit grenade launchers.
400 meters to the
15
back
seconds.
of the thing.
Scratch 10.
I don't like you sitting behind me. Thank you.
You got a
He says, I need the rocket.
Right here, you got a
400,
distant
400,
direction.
400, top of the building. Right there in the back.
420.
Send it, go.
Okay,
Send
it's
it,
easier
shoot.
to use the HE fucking grenade is gonna
Clear
be more
back
accurate.
blast.
Oh my god, you fuckers! All right, clear the back blast, motherfuckers. Which top of the building?
You're good.
Which building?
The one that Anderson missed.
Alright, load your fucking 40mm, set it to 450 and fucking smoke it.
Reloading. Yeah, I'm 100 meters away.
Machine guns, target them.
Fire motherfuckers, get online.
We don't have eyes on the machine guns over here. I'm gonna have to
Reloading.
Alright, hey, we need to start shifting. You can't see the machine guns at the front door.
Copy. Moving out.
Alright, that was my last HE.
Distance between you and the front gate.
Ryan, on me, I'm injured.
Hey, target over by the round fucking water canister, whatever the fuck. He went on the
I'm out of
far
HE.
side.
I think I've got it.
Ah, there he is. Over by the container. Nice fucking shot. That was money.
I'm on last mech, on last
There's a
build.
fucking
Anyone got them all?
Bunker on the top of the fucking tower.
That's what I need.
I'm moving in.
Voltar, focus
How you
on.
guys doing?
Focus on Poland. I got Wilson.
One by the fucking moving up by the blue.
Stop moving your ass.
wall
Do you
by
need
the
morphine?
entrance. Never mind, he's dead.
Are we pushing?
Okay, belt. You should be good.
No, it's fine.
Roger. Pretty much looks like we killed everybody. Oh,
Yeah,
got shots incoming.
What the fuck is those two bunkers on the fucking fire station?
Yeah, you see the two bunkers. One is on the top of the fucking tower with no physically possible way for them to actually get it up there.
Yeah, no, that's a ladder to get up there.
You're telling me they moved like 500 sandbags up at the top of that fucking thing?
Possible.
Are they getting suppressed fire?
We're taking
Yeah,
fire from somewhere.
Har vi friendlies dernede?
Ja, det har vi.
Okay, super.
Roger. Alright, this is one assuming command until he comes back up. Wait, Rhodes is there, never mind.
Wait, is Emerson down?
I think so. 1 to 3, you got a guy out there walking around with a broken leg. Tell him to lay down. I don't see shit. Anybody got eyes on?
No, negative, nothing. I'm shifting fucking more south.
Alright, everyone shift 50 meters to the left. We're gonna go out there. Where we can look.
Roger. Alright, let's go, gents.
1 to 7.
Woltar. Alright, Roger. Let's go.
Contact west.
Still up.
Take cover behind you. Cops.
Guy by the entrance.
Watch your fire, there's friendlies at the entrance.
Hey, watch your fire towards the entrance. There's a guy right there at the entrance.
We got friendlies pushing in the left side too, so watch your fire.
Yeah, just don't pull a fucking roughnecks.
No, there's a guy rushing them at the entrance to shot.
Roger, good shit.
Shifting.
I'm shifting more south.
Roger, from this position, the terrain and the vegetation just blocks our sight.
Oh, this is fucking horseshit. I'm gonna go do a little look around, see if I can find something better.
Let's keep pushing west.
A little decent here, but it's still kind of
Push
weird.
west, gentlemen.
This right here is pretty good.
Roger, second team will get on the left.
Push a little bit southwest of the red team
On
and
your
then
shoulder,
go ahead and
Andy.
lay down on terrain.
Okay, boo boo.
Alright, 1 to Rhodes.
Little divot here,
I don't have
good,
eyes on you, but
direct
the
fire coming
entrance,
from, using
and
terrain.
primarily the entrance, looks pretty clear.
I don't see anything alive.
I don't
Yeah,
either.
I think everybody's fucking dead.
1 to 3.
Vehicle in the fire station.
Alright.
On me, we're pushing down.
Alright, pick up, boys.
Let's go, get in a line, not a wedge.
That's what she said. Just kidding.
Thank you, Grip.
Poland, go ahead and get
So
on the
they're
right.
out. Go.
Both will get on the left this time.
Hope I'll stop.
Men så kan jeg ikke lave en line.
I'm not even running!
Did you say something?
The fucking flash.
Walter.
Pardon?
Did you say something?
No, I just acknowledged what you said, that's all.
Oh, Roger.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Say again?
Double hit control.
Any help
That'll
on
save some
units up?
stamina.
Yeah, I didn't see it was up. Oh, God,
Got eyes
fine.
on a Vic in the garage.
Keep eyes on it. Seven's
User
dead.
disconnected from your channel.
7 dead.
Alright,
Is
this
that
is
7
1.
is
I'm
dead?
taking over. What's your guys' status, Diablo?
Diablo.
Eyes on 2 mortars close to us.
He's down. Squad element lead is down as well.
They're
Roger.
not occupied,
Riley?
thankfully.
I need Riley.
We have a jail cell right up here that's secured to your right.
Yeah, what?
We're using it as a CCP
Alright.
over.
Get inside. The jail cell is the CCP. Wilson, I'll carry him. Riley, don't waste your time with him. Go get the LT.
Where's LT?
In the jail.
Wilson, på mig.
Oh no.
What?
Let me make sure he's dead.
På mig. Jag är hen.
LT just died when I reached him.
Yeah, he's dead.
There was a gunner as well. Don't know where he's went.
Let's keep going, Jamie. Is this fucking
Yeah,
LT?
sure.
That's good.
Den blev lidt forvirret over den der på mig.
No more 40s.
I can't do it.
Det lyder helt svært.
I have Purdy right here.
Hey,
Get CLS
egentlig.
on him.
Okay.
A-team on me.
Klar.
Nej, jeg har lidt problemer. 2 sekunder.
Hobo, you want us on
Any gun for vehicle. Any gun for vehicle.
The first option.
Aiden Litter, Roger, we'll go look for guys.
Alright, Hopper, I'm gonna take the initiative and me and Wilson's gonna patrol the fucking base.
Sounds good.
Is Doug still alive?
Yeah, looks like cash.
Whoa.
Just said patrol the area.
Alright, leave it here. I want you guys to climb up.
Be advised, we have an IED cache here.
User disconnected from
But
your
we can
channel.
be like an early warning.
I need you to go up there and
Aww.
observe.
Boys on me.
Trist.
Just injured me. Yeah, I fucking hurt.
Why did it die when I gave them
Doesn't
CLS
look like there's
and
any
CPR?
casualties over there.
Oh well.
Hobo, you see you're tracking. Don't see any casualties over there towards the west, but we did find an IED cache.
Aww.
Yeah, generally you don't want to move explosives out to where all your friends are.
Wilson, kom så.
Ja, men jeg dårligt til stiger.
Riley, hvad laver du?
Yeah, sure.
Faktisk et spil, der sådan har realistiske stigehastigheder.
I am doing CLF stuff, by
Er
the
det
way.
okay, Andersen?
Not just fine.
Nej! Riley!
I'm here! I got pushed out from the fucking tower! Ah!
Ow.
Yeah, I am not kidding, I'm gonna die in a second.
Looks like our entire platoon staff is dead.
They are.
Riley, I need you now. On top
Are
of
you
the
back?
fucking
Anderson, you
roof.
want to consolidate the,
I like
teams then?
dying a lot.
Or do you want to go 3 and 3?
Wilson
Why
is
are you-
down.
What the fuck are you? What the fuck?
I think Anderson just went unconscious.
No, that was Wilson. Oh, he's
Nej,
up
for
again.
fuck's sake.
We
What the
er
fuck are
oven
you?
på fire station. Oven på fire station. Hvor den er glitch inden for tårnet.
Er I oppe på tårnet eller inde i fire station?
Nej, vi var oppe på taget.
Just covering to the north.
Jeg
Okay,
bruger
hvad kommer
tårnet
der?
til at lave glitchen til at gå igennem ved hjælp af ladder.
Var det ikke sådan, det gik ned, eller?
Okay.
Try not to see over the building. You're providing local security. If you go on top of the
Yeah, pull that up.
skyline.
Then go down. Help me!
I'm in.
Hjælp!
Hvad har du lavet?
Fald ned af tårnet!
Fuck det dem.
I do have the CLS kit, and I think team leaders count as a CLS as well.
They do.
Roger, I'm gonna go jump in on aid. Voltor, take my spot on the 50 cal up here.
Where's all the other casualties at?
They're all dead.
Everybody's dead?
As far as I'm aware, they're dead. Everyone's
Anybody
dead.
else that's still wounded?
Jeg er faktisk
I'm assuming we're up next.
Jeg er faktisk ret imponeret over, at du overlevede, Andersen.
Yeah, they were going up against.
Det bliver ret dig.
Nej, det er der, den ligger.
Men du var lige før, du skubber bare helt ud af kanten, så jeg ramte ned på jorden.
Okay, det her er også skidt.
Så var jeg, hvad ved jeg.
Er vi det eneste squad, der er live, eller hvordan er det?
Godt, så nu har jeg reddet dit liv. Fedt.
Nej, det har du ikke.
Satans. Okay, fair nok, nej, du døde ikke alligevel.
I know, LT's in here, but that's it. LT and Garrett.
Jeg er så ud af fucking bandages nu.
I think his body actually disappeared, so you might have to break the sim.
Jeg ved ikke, om jeg tager alt, eller om jeg ikke tager alt, fordi det bliver ikke blå.
They're not even in the area to see colors.
Think seriously, not have a fucking radio in it?
Keep in mind it's an
Yeah.
Du skal bruge elastic bandages på det meste.
Shit.
Start walking back.
That's not gonna reach.
Morfin?
Yeah, no.
They're at HP.
So it's gonna.
Hang on.
Og så efter Wilson.
Okay, I just messaged them because the fucking ASIC disappeared. I wouldn't do that in real life.
I got Anderson.
Fine, kommer fint.
Jeg er ved at stitche dig, så du ikke...
Nå, så giver mig så er det fint.
Ja.
Jeg kan godt lade slappe alligevel med afsted bare med nogle store hudafskrabninger.
Ja. Det er bare sådan,
Fejler du
færdigt
benene?
efter.
Hvad siger du?
Nej, det ved jeg ikke, om jeg gjorde.
Ja.
Og nu tænker jeg så, 3 store hudafskrabninger, og det besvimede jeg af.
Okay, du skal være... god nok.
Gå! Riley?
Ja,
Jeg fik gå.
det er fordi, jeg er Gud.
Ja,
You're bleeding. You gonna patch that up?
Over.
Say again. No, hold on. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, I guess for some reason I'm not CLS.
126. Sergeant Hober.
Can we get Riley over here?
I'm
Guy
dealing
over here
with
needs
the radio.
some saline and also a stitching.
Wait, are you on 210?
Yeah, Pixel Wilson, they're gonna
Roger,
come
that's
to
on
you.
210. Vicinity over by the empty box near the 50 cal outside. I need Riley here to help this guy out.
Riley is busy with Wilson and I'll send him down once I can. Toba, are you on 210?
Just pull security, yes.
Tell Anderson I'm on 210. I'm just dealing with him.
He's dealing with shit right now. Give him a second. He's trying to get in contact with brawlers. You say the other guys are up there?
Yeah, we're all up here.
Are they wounded?
Wilson is being patched, but yes, no.
Roger, as soon as you see the dunk, can you send Riley down here because the other guys
We're
need to
all
seal.
coming down. This up here is a fucking suicide trap. I regret hope I ever sent us up here.
If you didn't jump out, you wouldn't die.
Corporal Anderson, here you on 3-2.
Vent.
Too far out of range, you can't hear us.
Did you send him a message?
Yeah.
Kan du lade være med at pege på mig med den der?
Det er nok en meget god idé.
I sent Rhodes a message as well.
Okay. Apparently we're getting TP'd, so just stand by. Probably back to base.
Yep.
Hey, Shaq Holmes!
Dab.
Yeah, no, I know. I was just fucking wondering where I'd do
Marijuana 6-9.
Hang on, I'm to
What?
bring myself on this.
Oh darn, it's 9 or not 9. I said it wrong.
Okay, did I leave anybody behind?
Who needed to see this? By the way,
No, we're good.
It was specialist.
Private Volthar did not.
Safety's on, everybody. We don't want to shoot each other.
Yes.
Again.
How do you turn on safety?
For the 4th time.
Control tilde.
Control tilde.
What's control delta?
Tilde.
It's the button next to the 1 key on the keyboard.
Or you can put your weapon in your bag. That works.
So 2.
You're gonna put your weapon on your back in a combat zone.
This isn't a combat zone. We're inside the
Yes,
wire.
it is.
You think we can't get taken contact from when we're sitting inside a fucking bowl?
There we go. Here we go.
It
Voltar's
works.
here. A very confused Volthar has just arrived. Okay. Alright. So we're gonna call. Do we have everybody? Everyone over here? Great. So we're gonna call Index. Let's do a quick little AAR here. First of all, I think we've got everybody. So I will just say for the record that today was generally a pretty under-strength day. We started with only 3 effective squads, and I use the word effective lightly because they were basically 5-man elements. And then for some reason our Chinook ride seemed to give us the most attrition of any event, so when we landed we had even less guys. And as we walked, we ended up dropping people here and like people there, like fucking gingerbread crumbs. So you know, again, like people were disconnecting. Squad leaders, team leaders, try and make sure that your guys are able to be here for the whole event. But obviously, it's better that they show up for a little bit than not at all. Let's just kind of work on that. In general, attendance was fucking terrible today. I think we all can admit that. The only squad that actually pulled a combat effective element was Reapers. So good job to you guys. And even then, it was just barely pulling 9 guys. Not a single other squad pulled 7 guys, which, as you know, is kind of my minimum. If you have 7 guys who remain combat effective, you have 2 3-man. What the fuck am I doing? Ow!
Everybody is kung fu.
Isn't I'm not doing this.
Continue, sir.
It's fucking Alice that's messing
It's
with you.
fucking
He does
Alice,
this all
of
the
course he
time.
is. Anyway. Konnichiwa. Anyway, so yeah, so I was looking at my map, and then I came out of my map, and I was fucking doing like Krav Maga. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, attendance was fucking terrible. I don't hold any of you guys responsible for that, but as fucking fire team and squad leaders, we need to be riding these guys. I mean, I thank those of you guys who are new privates for showing up today. I know it was a little bit of a clusterfuck in terms of, you know, the mission being made last minute. I promise you it's usually not this fucking back of the napkin, I swear. And so as a result, there was a lot of kind of sitting around and waiting for me to come up with a plan as we did leaders recon and whatnot, which ended up working really well. More on that later, but, you know. So I promise it's not usually this bad. So go ahead and come on in next week and we're doing a combat operation. That'll be a blast. We might even be on a new map. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, let's work on attendance. Regarding combat, we did sort of touch down at LZ Alice as per our original plan. That worked great. We set up our security and sort of reconsolidated there. I know we had some disconnects from Battle Eye and whatnot, so we used that time to TP people in, which was fine. That worked well. From there, we continued with our original plan, kind of moved northwest, west. That was good. I was pretty pleased with our platoon formations today in general. We had the squad set up online, sort of in the area marked on the map, 1, 2, 3, and then conducted a leader's recon basically near where it says Diablo Hunters Overwatch, a little southeast of that, I think, but that general area. And from there, we got pretty good eyes on objective Jabberwocky and came up with a plan, which we then went ahead and executed. Now, that first assault, I think, went pretty well. Base of fire, I wasn't sure. Were you guys able to actually like put rounds on that target, or were you so far out that it was
Hell
just...
yeah, we
Okay.
fucking killed.
Good. Yeah, I noticed that things were a lot lighter when we actually hit the deck down there, so I'm glad to hear that. I know I was putting you right on the outside of your effective range. Roughnecks, I think, Septum, you got a little bit confused with what your mission was, because I know you pushed in and secured your foothold and then continued pushing in, and I bumped into you halfway through clearance. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? but other than that, that went great. I mean, Hoba,
I killed so many, LT.
It's not the point.
I'm sorry.
You also killed 2 of Hoba's guys, so good job.
No, what are you talking about?
But anyway, how about you guys did a good job pushing through friendly lines. That was a nice little transition there, and we secured the town without much incident. No casualties, or rather no deaths, which was nice.
User disconnected from
From
your
there, we
channel.
went ahead and formed up, pushed west, and again, the formations were really nice as we moved down that road, and dispersion was pretty good as well. Had we been ambushed on the road, I think we would have been great. We weren't, fortunately. We did sort of get a spotting of enemy forces, and I sent Roughnecks there erroneously, believing that it was like 10 guys. It actually turned out to be about 30, or 20 rather. As it stands, Roughnecks killed 16 of them before being overwhelmed by an enemy surprise technical, and they were all killed in action. So looking back at that, again, in retrospect, I really don't think that that was the fault of you guys, of the assaulting element. I think that was my fault. Once I identified that there were more than the 10 guys there that I had originally expected there to be, I should have basically stopped you guys. And I should have either sent you some reinforcements, or I should have had the platoon execute an assault, or just had you guys pull Overwatch or something. But having you guys continue with the assault under such drastically changed conditions was not smart. I do want to ask, out of curiosity, we sort of had a little discussion over comms about securing the first position and then using that as a sort of position to defend against the second wave of enemy forces. But you guys were killed attacking. So was that position you were killed outside of the first position, or were you leaving the first position to go attack the second position?
What?
That was the second position.
Okay. So you guys did leave the first position?
No, we secured the first one, but then when you sent us on the second one is where we all died.
Okay. Well, I just kind of sent you in the general area. I said secure the first one and then hold and defend there against the wave of the second. It doesn't matter. I'm just curious. Again, there was overwhelming enemy force, so it's fine. This is my fault. I take responsibility for sending you into a difficult situation. On the other sort of front, we executed an assault on the beverage factory, objective Mad Hatter, which began really well and then immediately degenerated into a clusterfuck. Hellhound 1 pulled Overwatch, and they did a brilliant job on that. Game crashed. Nope, it didn't. Hellhound 1 was pulling Overwatch and did a brilliant job on that, engaging a large number of enemy contacts and destroying several static positions, while Hellhound 3, augmented by myself, pushed in the front gate and assaulted the enemy, which soon came to an end when we all got swacked by a couple of grenades. So we did manage to accomplish our objective in the end. Hellhound 1 assumed command of, well, what was really functionally at that point just his own squad, and assaulted through and destroyed the enemy positions, securing the beverage factory. But, you know, the cost was drastically higher than it needed to be, and so I would consider this a Pyrrhic victory at best. So what went wrong? Obviously things did not get executed exactly in the way that we would have liked them to go. I'll give a couple of my suggestions. Like I said, I think on my end there were some tactical blunders that I made. The first was sending a squad alone at all, which should have been a big no-no to me, especially considering it was a larger than squad-sized element. The second was engaging in 2 different assaults in 2 different areas so that my platoon medic could only be at 1, because we could have, I think, pushed through with much more momentum had we had the platoon medic on site at Mad Hatter, but of course he was assisting elements over in the boonies to the southeast, and so we were basically running unsupported, which was not smart of me. My impatience led to excessive casualties, and I'll take full responsibility for that. I do want to go around, though, because obviously the blame sort of falls on everybody's shoulders. Let's have a little talk and stand up, and if anybody feels like they saw something that directly contributed to sort of unnecessary casualties today, something you think that we can work on moving forward, something you think the platoon should do differently moving forward other than what I've already mentioned, by all means, let's go ahead and sort of air those, because for those of you who are new, the AAR is kind of a forget rank, let's just talk about what we can do to make ourselves better kind of time. So we'll start with squad leaders, we'll start with sort of people in leadership positions, and then work our way down. So, SLs, anybody?
No.
Team leaders, anybody have anything they saw today?
Don't
Applies on a platoon level.
Don't ever put a bung on top of the fucking fire station again, because that almost killed me.
Okay, I didn't put that there, but the enemy will put it wherever they feel it will do the most damage to. So
you literally couldn't get up there. You just get thrown down the ladder again.
From your channel.
Yeah, I might have been a little glitchy. I didn't put that there. That was sort of keys. He made the mission. Any other team leaders have something I want to comment on?
Roger.
Send it.
I think what would help if we took another second to take that tactical pause to just take a breath and do some more planning, especially your direct fire control measures. We would have mitigated those two fratricide incidents that happened and those excessive casualties that we took. Because I would say, as a team leader, the majority of the time it was just moving to contact over and over and over again. I never had a task and purpose to give to my guys. It was just get ready for a fight.
To be fair, that was generally the gist of our mission. It was effectively a search and destroy. Walk around, figure out where the enemy is, and destroy him if he's present. I did try and pass to squad leaders some pretty clear objectives. Now, to be fair, the highest task and purpose we had was assault and secure objective, A and B, respectively. So if you were looking for something a little deeper than that, I'm afraid we couldn't get that for you in a mission we made in 10 minutes. But if you feel like you were not clear with what your squad was doing in the larger scheme of maneuver, I advise that you bring that up during the squad debrief, because I think that is something that we want to make sure that we're working on.
User left your channel.
Anybody else in this? Now I'll extend it to literally anybody as well. Anyone saw something that they feel like the platoon as a whole was doing incorrectly that we need to work on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think that when we clear out buildings next
User
time,
left your channel.
we
User
gotta
left
figure out a
your
way
channel.
somehow to communicate better so that we
User
don't do
left
blue on
your
blue.
channel.
I do think
President,
there
why not?
was
User
two
left
blue
your
on blue
channel.
incidents
User
in that
left your
first
channel.
clearance, which I think was the confusion was exacerbated by the fact that Roughnecks had overextended itself and was in an area they were not supposed to be in. And I think they thought they were clearing the town, and Hunter and
User left your
Reapers
channel.
thought they were clearing
User
the town.
left
So
your
when they saw
channel.
each other, they opened up. So that was part of the issue there. We'll
User left
definitely,
your
I think, do
channel.
some mount training in the future.
User was moved out of
Maybe
your channel.
I want to do my mission for you guys next FTX, but I'll find some time to slip it into our training plan.
User
We'll
left
work on
your
that and sort of go over again how we need to be communicating when clearing buildings. I did hear, I want to call out Diablo, I did hear a good bit of communication while clearing while I was on that final assault, while I was down. Somebody said something along the lines of like, hey, I have to solo clear that building, like if I'm not
right here,
back.
Lieutenant Emerson.
Yeah, it was Corporal Sensman. So he was like, hey, if I'm not back in 2 minutes, I'm dead. Like, don't come in after me, blah, blah, blah. So that's good. That's a nice bit of communication when you do have to clear something alone, which you should never do. Anybody else have any final comments?
User left your
Alright,
Where is it?
User left your channel.
Move.
underneath stuff.
I'm gonna deal with it. Get out of here. Just don't move.
Move stuff.
No, move. There you go. Where's that grenade? Where'd it go?
Away.
Okay, it's free.
Oh, you
It's
can
magic
do that?
trick.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Anyway.
Oh, that's right. You can rethrow smokes.
You can rethrow frags too. I don't advise it.
Yeah,
Good
I
luck
can
with
shoot
that.
like John's
Top 10 biggest
go ahead.
mistakes.
Near the end with the mass cas and all that kind of stuff, we need to have a more proper, streamlined system, I think, in the event that all of Hellhound's staff goes down. Because we had no long range, we had no way to get into Brawler's touch, we didn't have a clear, decisive plan of action. If this happens, this is what needs to go down.
And again, I take full responsibility for that because what I did today, which really fucked us, was basically splitting the platoon in half and basically sending an RTO and medic with one squad to be destroyed in an AO completely different from where the rest of the platoon was. So I know Hobo was on comms and he was talking to Hellhound 7, Rhodes, and being like, hey, like, listen, like, what's up, like, you're in command, but Rhodes was in a completely different engagement on the other side of the AO. So they were trying to communicate, and Hobo was like, hey, I'm assaulting the left side, and Rhodes was like, fucking okay, like, I'm nowhere near you, like, this is not relevant. So that was my fault, was splitting that COC down the line.
Gun whisper.
There's
There we
that
go,
little-
yeah.
Oh, all I said was, yeah, that was confusing on our end for the comms because we couldn't differentiate who was who purely because we didn't have comms within the element, obviously, because as a fucking RTO platoon sergeant, I don't have short range.
Yeah, no, I again, and I'll take full responsibility. The majority of the issues which occurred today were because of my decision to split the platoon, and I learned not to do that, so I won't do that again. I will say this in general, if you do find yourself in that situation where you're down and you have no method of communicating with anybody higher, CTABs. CTABs have a text messaging ability, and team leaders have little Android phones, which I believe also have a text messaging ability.
Roger.
Yeah,
So you can use that as a last resort. Just get on, find whichever member of Brawlers you can find who's on there. Usually it's all of them, but if not, at least the head, Lieutenant Simmons or Chief Warrant Officer Els, and just send them a message to say, hey, survivors of Hellhounds are at grid,
User
blah,
left
blah,
your
blah, blah,
channel.
blah, requesting pickup via Chinook or whatever, and they'll get back to you, hopefully. So, or make contact with some element that you've lost contact with. There's plenty of possibilities. Every leadership element in the company carries a CTAB or CTAB variant, so that's assuming, of course, that you can't just find Rhodes and pick up his radio, which is ideally what you would do, right? But
Yeah, sorry, I
spun him out. That didn't work.
We would do that if it wasn't because the corpses like disappear within seconds.
And
don't
people
disappear
die
like
in like
that.
2 seconds.
I've seen corpses disappear like really fast though.
Okay, well, yeah. Anyway,
It's just
I
us
don't.
though.
I don't have any final comments. Does anybody else have anything
User
pressing that
left
needs to be
your
said, or?
It seems we underestimated the enemy's targeting programming.
Shut up! Get out of here.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
You want it,
Vernon's
we
writing
lost
Star
the
Wars
high ground.
references on the fucking map. Anyway, I'll go ahead and let you guys break
Sorry,
it down. It is.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Let's see. What time is it local? Is it 5:35?
5:36.
Okay, great. So I'll say at 45, squad leaders and second in commands / team leaders, if you guys want, should meet in the platoon meeting room for a platoon leadership debrief, and you have 10 minutes or 9 minutes rather to conduct a
Second out
squad
team.
debrief. Yeah.
I'm the only member of Hunters here.